Quarterback and Hall of Famer Troy Aikman, we are happy to have you with us tonight for what should be a fun game. And what I just said over that title card, as we call it, really is it, isn't it? I mean, it's San Francisco's defensive front against the offensive line of the Kansas City Chiefs trying to protect Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's the real key for both of these teams. And when you think of San Francisco defensively, that's really what they've been about all year long, is their ability to get after the quarterback with a four-man rush. The teams that have given Kansas City problems offensively has been the teams that have been able to get after Patrick Mahomes, because if you're unable to do that with the weapons that he has and the speed that he has, there's not many defenses that can hold up to that. It's why they lead the league in 40-yard completions this year.
Well, when you look at these two quarterbacks, 63 starts in the NFL. That's the fewest at that position.
Yeah.
Before Super Bowl 27. What were you feeling as you were getting ready to take the field in your first Super Bowl?
Well, I think you try to tell yourself it's just like any other game, but we know that it's not. These two quarterbacks know that it's not, and they've known that really all season long. And so I do think, however, Jimmy Garoppolo has a little bit of an advantage. Brady, he knows what this environment's like. He knows what, on the other hand, Patrick Mahomes, in visiting with him, he said that he has a tendency to get a little wound up before any ball game. So you can only imagine what's running through his body as he comes out in the biggest game of his life, and managing those emotions is going to be key early for both of these quarterbacks.
I think it's going to be interesting, though, with regard to the 49ers. We've seen them just run. You expect Garoppolo to throw early.
I do. I think there's going to be an overload by Kansas City to play the run, as there should be, the way that the 49ers have run the football. I expect Garoppolo to be a factor throughout this game, but early on, I do expect to see some shots early.
Well, the NFL is about magical moments, and we're about to have one here. So let's head down to the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to midfield for a special presentation. NFL 100 All-Time Team.
National Football League. Where do you begin? Perhaps with the men who have played and coached the game. So tonight, as we complete the NFL's 100th season, 100 greatest players and 10 greatest coaches in NFL history. Every great story needs a man in black. Or in this case, no one has made the Raiders see red like the Kansas City Chiefs. But in the 1970s, it was the black and gold that turned the NFL black and blue. Chuck Noll's Pittsburgh Steelers.
The champions of the National Football League for the fourth time.
The Steelers may have had a nation, but only one America's team. Tom Landry and the Dallas Cowboys. Only one team was perfect. Don Shula's original teams like the Chicago Bears and founders like George Halas.
Papa Bear George Halas with the Monsters of the Midway.
Or Paul Brown, football's greatest innovator. Play the game.
This is Jim Brown, the most devastating ball carrier in the history of football.
Vince Lombardi's Packers were so great, his Super Bowl trophy. Up the road from D.C., they still are Colts, who won the game many call the greatest ever played. A kid who grew up watching those Colts went on to win more Super Bowls than anyone. A kid named... Some players are so great, you just have to say their first name. Reggie. Barry. Emmett. Dion. Some names just sound like football. Butkus, Seau, Schmidt, Ditka. And the NFL has given us some all-time nicknames. Crazy Legs, Slingin' Sammy, Concrete Charlie, Deacon, Night Train, Bambi, White Shoes, and Gronk. Football is the only game where you can play your entire career, never touch the ball, and still bowl time.
Larry Legend does it again! Devin Hester, you are ridiculous!
If you want to win a football game, you also need great defense to stop all those playmakers.
Regulator, mount up! It's picked up. Ray Lewis has the ball. And Reed's got it. It's picked off by Darryl Green. Breakers and Reed's way into the end zone.
And you must have a kicker who can come through when everything is on the line.
And it is good! It's good!
Finally, you can't play this game without a quarterback. And you can't win big without a great one.
Back to throw Montana. Steps up, throws.
100 years of the NFL right here on this field. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say thank you to the greatest players and coaches in NFL history. The NFL 100 all-time team.
Well, Hall of Famer, what'd you think of that?
How great was that? That gave me chills, Joe. The legends of the game.
For as much as those guys have given to this game, we saw those genuine smiles, and you have to believe they love being down on that field all together. So much more to come before kickoff in Miami. Take a break. Come back right after this.
Steak medium rare? Oh, hell yeah.
I-O-N. Submission.
There it is! You can't see me!
She's out, Doc.
And it is boss time.
Woo!
What is that smell?
Yes, smell what the Rock is cooking! We got a new champion!
Our lawyers tell us we can't say Pizza Hut wings are 25% bigger than the competition. So we got new lawyers. The biggest wings in the pizza game, only from Pizza Hut. Get them delivered now. Pizza Hut, no one outwings the Hut.
Call us crazy. We listen to our customers, then we shut up and give them what they want. That's how we're changing wireless in America. The first to go unlimited. First with no annual service contracts. First with taxes and fees included. Now, T-Mobile has the first and only nationwide 5G network, already covering over 200 million Americans, and we're just getting started. From big cities to small towns, this isn't our network, it's yours. And of course, T-Mobile is not charging extra for 5G access. So go ahead and call us crazy. We are T-Mobile, the Un-carrier.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't
It's the XFL on Fox.
This fight is a draw. What a shot!
Wilder Fury 2, February 22nd. Buy it on pay-per-view or the Fox Sports app.
The YouTube TV Pre-Kick Show is sponsored by YouTube TV, live TV from 70+ channels.
Five-time Super Bowl champions are going back to Miami.
The Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
And welcome back to the YouTube TV Super Bowl Pre-Kick Show. Kickoff is approaching, and it's time now to meet the teams.
All right, faithful, it's about that time. We all know about this storied franchise, the rings, the legends. But tonight, it isn't about them. It's about this team. If there's a way to get that W, trust me, they will find it. Starting with this man, Jimmy G, leading his team to 15 wins and counting.
Going for it all. He's got it.
Four names who haunt the very soul of opposing quarterbacks and their future grandchildren.
Here comes the fearsome foursome.
The law office of Buckner, Armstead, Bosa, and Ford.
Broken up. Picked off.
But the key is, as Mr. Sherman knows, it's not talking smack if you can back it up. And straight from the People's Champion himself, allow me to introduce you to the People's tight end.
Breaks a tackle 40.
My man George Kittle will block, he'll catch a pass, he'll lay the smack down on your candy ass.
Here goes George Kittle.
This team, this time, this moment. Here come the champions of the NFC.
Kansas City's turn to be introduced.
Going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here they come. So what? It's been 50 years since Kansas City was last here. By the time it took you to answer the door and tip the pizza guy, this team just scored another touchdown. For the four people on the planet not familiar with my man Travis, he's the tight end who led the league in yards, catches, and made opposing defenses question their life choices. Now there's Fast, and then there's these guys. They are Hill, Watkins, and Hardman, but collectively they are the Legion of Zoom. You know this guy don't care. Mr. Matthew, time to unleash hell. And if that's not enough, there's this man, Patrick Mahomes. You cannot take your eyes off it for fear that you will miss something incredible. So Kingdom, are you ready? You've waited 5 decades to hear it. Here come your champions of the AFC.
Both sidelines are covered for this Super Bowl 54, and we'll start on the 49ers sideline and Aaron Andrews.
Joe, General Manager John Lynch told me it was his head coach Kyle Shanahan who addressed his team last night, talking about all the different ways that they've won this year, saying when we needed to deliver, you did. They also talked about some of the challenges and the personal tragedies they faced, some public, some private. And he talked how they always had each other's back and demonstrated with so much love. The final message, we're ready, we're confident, let's go. Now we're going to send it over to Chris Myers with the Chiefs.
Aaron, 3 hours ago, Patrick Mahomes sat calmly with headphones on over on the Kansas City bench, and then he had a pre-game throw. You know, he's through the mind of somebody like that, this close to the biggest moment of their life. Well, he thinks he has it figured out. He used to get a little too excited, went the other way. His teammate said, you're a little too calm, brought it back to the middle, and thinks he's found that middle ground of excitement at just the right time. It says a few early completions, and we'll find out how well he's starting out. We know that he and this team know how to finish. And yes, he gets it. The magnitude of the moment. A 24-year-old in the 100th year of the NFL trying to end a 50-year wait for Kansas City. Let's head back upstairs. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. When we come back, we celebrate America with the singing of God Bless America and our national anthem as we continue from Miami.
After 5 years in deploying to Iraq, I started to wonder what I would do next. The Texas Longhorns had a walk-on tryout. I was 10 years older than the other freshmen. I didn't even know what long snapper was, but if it meant I could start, then I was going to find a way to play it. So I went straight to YouTube. I started out watching videos just on the basics. As soon as I got the hang of it, played in 38 straight games. I started in every single one of them. My name is Nate Boyer, and I am chasing my dreams.
Hey, Oprah.
Yeah, Dwayne.
We're running.
Yeah.
We're mates.
We're mates.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm in. You in?
I'm in. 2020 vision in focus.
Woo, 2020.
Hey, son, I wanted to have a grown-up talk.
Dad,
I thought I knew it all, too. But I'm still learning things. Your mom makes sure of that, you know what I mean? Look, like Rakuten, you can easily rack up cash back on tons of stuff.
Cool.
Like travel, clothes, concert tickets. It's better to be safe than cash back, sorry. All right, good talk. Your room smells. It's weird, I don't know what that is.
Get cash back on thousands of brands that you love. Cash back. Rack it up with Rakuten.
The famous Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Over a pound of meat and cheese for just $10. It's more pepperoni for your penny, more beef for your buck, more... You get the idea. Get yours delivered now at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Welcome to Portobello's. This guy looks like he's ready for some scampi bites.
Wait a sec. I feel like I know you.
Oh, have you dined with us before?
No, you're that insurance guy, aren't you? The pasty one.
Oh, as if. Like I'm going to go into some spiel about how you can get options based on your budget with the Name Your Price tool.
Hey, Robbie, you telling about the mushroom puffers?
Just about you, Pam.
Wait, are we in a Progressive commercial?
Come on down to Portobello's, it's food, family, fun.
What is happening?
Welcome back to the YouTube TV Super Bowl pre-kick show. And now we go to Stadium Public Address announcer Alan Roach.
Ladies and gentlemen, signing tonight's performances is Christine Sun Kim. In celebration of our country, performing America the Beautiful with the Children's Voice Chorus from Miami, please welcome Grammy Award-winning gospel legend Yolanda Adams.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. Oh, America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful. And her waves of grain for purple mountain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Presenting the colors this evening is a Joint Service Color Guard from the Military District of Washington. They carry our nation's flag and are flanked by the colors of each of the 6 military services, as well as drummers from the United States Air Forces Band, Washington, D.C. To honor America and perform our national anthem, please welcome multi-platinum recording artist Demi Lovato.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets aloud, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Will they fly from the sea? Flying tonight's flyover, the men and women of the United States Navy and Marine Corps. As we continue from Miami, up next, the coin toss before Super Bowl 54.
My dad believed in you.
I'm not going to make the same mistake.
You know what happens to you if you go through with this. I have everything I need to have you court-martialed and dishonorably discharged.
The end is inevitable, Maverick.
What are you going to do?
Here they come! Look in the air! Look in the air!
Secret. All strength, no sweat.
This summer, this spring, this winter.
Keep building.
We're gonna do this! No!
I'm freaking out. For our first challenge, I will destroy your build.
Calm down. I feel like you don't understand Lego.
Now we're making reality television. Get your brick on!
The YouTube TV Pre-Kick Show is sponsored by the all-new Sonata.
Welcome back to the YouTube TV Super Bowl Pre-Kick Show. Here's how it was way back when in what is now retroactively known as Super Bowl I, January 15th, 1967. The Packers and the Chiefs, a few more participants these days. And we'll go to the stadium public address announcer again. Here's Alan Roach.
Please welcome the captains from the 49ers and Chiefs. And tonight's referee, Bill Vinovich. In honor of the NFL's 100th season, 5th anniversary, by an extraordinary group of men. 4 decorated World War II veterans, all of whom are 100 years old. Please welcome tonight's honorary captains. Corporal Sidney Walton, who fought bravely in the CBI Theater. Recipient of 3 Bronze Stars, Staff Sergeant Odon Cardenas. Recipient of a Silver and Bronze Star, Lieutenant Colonel Samuel Lombardo. Recipient of the Distinguished Flying Cross with 2 Oak Cluster, Colonel Charles E. McGee. Presenting the coin tonight, member of the famed Tuskegee Airmen, Colonel McGee.
Bring it in, gentlemen. Gentlemen, congratulations, and welcome to Super Bowl 54, the championship game of the National Coin. The Super Bowl logo is tails. San Francisco, you are the visitors. What is your call?
Tails.
He's called tails. It is tails.
Defer.
San Francisco has deferred. You want the ball? You want the ball? Hold on. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? You got it. San Francisco, excuse me, Kansas City will receive in the first half. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck.
Bill Vinovich jumping in there, making sure we have no uncertainty after the call was made to defer. There's 5G, then there's Verizon 5G. Verizon brought their 5G ultra-wideband network to 17 NFL stadiums this season. Hard Rock Stadium is one of them, and we're about to kick off the first Super Bowl featuring 5G ultra-wideband. We're about to kick it off, marching toward that opening kickoff. These teams ready to roll here in Miami. Glad you're with us on Fox.
It is my duty to fight for the kingdom, to protect my family. I will bring honor to us all.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
State Farm.
Khakis? Hey, do they ever have red sweater, button-down shirt? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Being a person is complicated, but we figure it out. In fact, people are always doing things. So how come all these people who do wildly challenging things feel like they can't do their taxes? We're talking about a bunch of baby birthing, office discoing, zero-gravity toothbrushing, late-night chainsaw sculpting, dog-walking people. We believe people can be good at anything. Yes, even taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
With YouTube TV, it's always game time. We're talking 70+ channels, unlimited DVR space, and up to 6 accounts for the home. Don't miss the live sports, news, and shows you love with the best way to stream live television. Get set up in minutes and start streaming now. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Come on, guys!
Ooh-wee. Take it to the house, kid.
Where's he going?
Take it to the house, kid.
Take it to the house, kid!
Big boys always trying to show off. Let them get their little shot.
Hey, guys!
Take it to the house, kid.
Hey, take it to the house, kid!
Take those to the car. Give him a tip, will you, Joe? Yeah, give him a tip, all right.
Hey, Kirsten! Take it to the house! Hey, Nigel. Sorry, Julian. Nice kick, Harley! What up, Gary?
What?
Not cool. Hey, Drew!
Welcome to the city, kid.
to do.
Well, what a great moment. Yet another one, and absolute chills for me watching that video and watching that young man and those kids come onto the field here in Miami.
Really good stuff. Great work by P.T. Navarro putting that together. That was awesome.
And now we welcome in Mike Pereira, our rules expert. And, you know, when we talked to Kyle Shanahan, Mike, he said, I think at least 3 times in 20 minutes how worried he is about the Chiefs' defensive holding. And that's something, you know, that he's worried in a Super Bowl they're not going to call that much.
Well, he should be, because the Chiefs led the league with 21 defensive holding penalties, 17 against their corners. The thought is the officials will call it once but won't keep calling it. But I don't see it. I don't see it. They haven't been called for a hold or illegal contact throughout the whole postseason. So I think we're going to see a pretty clean game.
Spanish language broadcast available tonight on Fox Deportes. Remember, San Francisco won the toss. They defer. We'll see that high-octane offense of the Chiefs to begin this Super Bowl. Hardman will bring it out of the end zone. A Pro Bowl returner, and he's out across the 25. A return of 29 yards where Jimmy Ward brings him down. You know, when people ask me, as I know they've asked you, Troy, over the last 2 weeks, who do you like in this game? I said, well, you know, you look at San Francisco's defense and you think, man, they can just smother any offense. But then there's Patrick Mahomes, and he can flat out take over a game.
Yes, he can, and he has shown. I mean, he has the ability to throw the football from anywhere on the field. The last 2 playoff games, he has become a running threat as well. So it will be important to hold him within the pocket.
Here's a little pitch to Williams running to his right. A nice pickup on first down as Drake Greenlaw, the rookie linebacker, brings him down after a gain of 7.
Well, you always come into a game as a quarterback and kind of wonder how the game's going to be called. Andy Reid, they started off with a easy little pitch by Patrick Mahomes. This is an offense that does not run the ball a lot on first and second down, but try to settle Patrick Mahomes in early. I would expect some high completion passes here in the early part of this drive.
On second down, this one was knocked away. Getting a hand on it was Nick Bosa, the rookie, the Pro Bowler, and a guy who is everywhere for the 49ers.
Yes, and this will be a matchup worth keeping an eye on throughout the ball game. Nick Bosa, I've got to believe he lines up on both sides, but he's going to line up to the offensive right and work against Derek Fisher. He has shown that he struggles at times against that bull rush. He's able to get his hand there and then force a third down.
This one incomplete for Damian Williams, and it's 3 and out to start the game for Kansas City. The top third down offense in the NFL come up short on second and 3rd and 3.
It's a good design. They're going to try to run a pick because the 49ers are in man coverage, and if Patrick Mahomes is able to hit him in stride, now you're one-on-one on Fred Warner. So nice work by San Francisco in forcing a 3 and out to start this game.
Dustin Colquitt, 2-time Pro Bowl punter, hits it high for Richie James, and he muffed it, able to get back on top of it. as Byron Pringle was the first guy downfield after this 50-yard punt, and almost an uh-oh moment here early in Super Bowl 54.
Yeah, I mean, nerves are showing themselves here in the early going.
Richie James Jr., who did not fumble any of his returns during the regular season, returning punts and kicks, puts one on the ground but gets it back to set up San Francisco at their own 18. They run it with Coleman to the right. Well played by the Chiefs defense, as Noddy was the first guy there, and he wasn't alone. A loss of 1. 28-year-old Jimmy Garoppolo, who has just gone 23-5 overall as a starter, as you see, 21-5 with San Francisco. Has not had to do a whole lot this postseason. Threw it 19 times against the Vikings, only 8 times against Green Bay in the NFC Championship game. Play action, Kittle, the big tight end, close to first down yardage, and it looks like they're going to give him enough, and they will, for a first down, a gain of 11.
Well, you got to be disciplined on defense for Kansas City. Daniel Sorensen, he's out there, he's lined up out there with Kittle, but he's got his eyes in the backfield, and he's looking back in here, and as he does that off of that play action, it gets Kittle right out there in the flat. An easy completion for Garoppolo to kind of settle in, and a first down 49ers.
Third-year head coach Kyle Shanahan calling the plays for this 49er offense. Here's a little toss to Deebo Samuel over the right side. Big play. Still going. And the rookie picks up 32.
Well, they're in a 2-deep shell to start with, so they're going to be a little bit short. But you've got Deebo Samuel, who's going to come across here. He's going to get the toss. You see outside that Frank Clark, he's got to contain. He gets caught a little bit inside. Then you've got the kick out in the lead block out in front with Mike McGlinchey, and just a great executed play, well designed. Big play.
Deebo Samuel led all NFL wide receivers during the regular season in rush yards. He gets 32 there. He's a rookie. Here is a handoff to Coleman. And this offensive line is going to work for San Francisco as Tevin Coleman, coming off that dislocated right shoulder he suffered in the champ game, gets 7.
I'll tell you what, Joe, right now Kansas City, they are playing more of a 2-deep look on first down. Every first down on this possession, they have gone 2-deep looks, and Garoppolo has the ability to check things. Kyle Shanahan checking that out, seeing what they're doing, and they've gashed them. You know, with those runs, they're going to get them out of that in a hurry if they continue to run the football the way they have here.
We saw first-year defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo trying to come up with an answer fast. Here is a handoff to Coleman. He gets a yard. And so third down and a couple coming up for the 49ers. The number 4 total offense during the regular season, and this offensive line was so good, and we probably didn't give them enough credit for what they did against the Packers defense.
No, they have really come on. The last 6 games of the regular season, of course, what they've done in the postseason. Right now, depending on what happens here, Joe, I've got to believe Kyle Shanahan is regarding this right now as 4-down territory.
Mostert in the ball game. Here's another toss to Samuel. Looks like he wants to throw. Instead, he'll just pick it up with his legs. First down, San Francisco, and a gain of 7 as Anthony Hitchens made the stop, and the impressive drive continues for Kyle Shanahan.
Well, they were definitely going to throw it, but watch Derek Nottie. They were going to come back to Jimmy Garoppolo on the throwback. And Noddy, he recognizes it. He gets out there. Is he going to be able to make a play? I don't know. But good enough for Deebo Samuel to tuck it and then go and pick up the first down. Good decision on his part.
He's a big-bodied wide receiver, 215 pounds. Any way they can, they want to put it in his hands. They've done it twice.
Couple trick plays already by Shanahan on this opening drive.
Heavy pressure. Pass is caught by Mostert, and he is swallowed up immediately by Mike Pinnell. A gain of 2. Troy, this defense got better and better as the season went on. They are missing a couple of big pieces, including their rookie free safety Juan Thornhill, who went down week 17 with a torn ACL.
Yeah, and that was fairly significant, although Daniel Sorensen, he has stepped in, a guy who was a starter a couple of years ago, and here he is back here, and he's done a good job in the 2 postseason games. But you're right, they have shown improvement, coming off one of their best performances, if not their best performance in the AFC Championship game.
Here's a throw to Samuel. Nothing there. Kittle's block taken care of by the Kansas City defense as Bashaud Breeland got through and made the stop. A loss of 2.
A really great job by Bashaud Breeland in being physical and playing through the block. The throw a little bit high, so he's not able to catch that on the move.
And now 3rd down and 10 as Jeff Wilson checks in for the first time in the game.
Here's Frank Clark at the top. He's been on a tear.
Penalty flags, free play, pass is dropped by Wilson. They like him catching it out of the backfield. Hasn't been active since week 15. No activity in the postseason, dropped it. But it looked like Passanio came across early.
Offside. Defense number 55. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
They say that it was Frank Clark, but Passanio right there.
Yeah, right there. He slides inside, and number 92, and he's had a nice couple games also here in the postseason, and now they make it a more manageable 3rd and 5. You bring up a good point, Joe, with the running back Jeff Wilson. He's not as fast as the others that they have, but he gives them the best opportunity of coming out of the backfield and being a receiving threat, and that's an advantage for the 49ers against the linebacking core in Kansas City that's not great cover guys.
3rd down and 5. Good protection for Garoppolo, and the pass is incomplete. Looked like it was tipped. Damian Wilson may have gotten a hand on it to bring up 4th down.
Well, Steve Spagnuolo, you're going to double up George Kittle. You're going to get underneath him and take him away in that situation. 3rd and 5, and Garoppolo has to go elsewhere. That's immediately where he was looking to go. And so Kansas City, although 49ers able to put together a pretty good drive, they're at least able to make a stop, and that's going to be a key. Both these offenses come into this game in the postseason having played well in the red zone.
Robbie Gould from 38. First points of the game belong to the 49ers. Kansas City went 3 and out. San Francisco got into field goal range, and the vet Robbie Gould knocked it through. Just underway in Super Bowl 54.
If we do this, we risk everything.
Where's the car? Greg, where are you?
I'll be there in a Quibi.
A what?
A Quibi. Less than 10 minutes.
Megan Stallion got pumped. Megan Stallion got pumped.
Quick bites, big stories. Quibi.
Oh, and it's intercepted!
Did you see that? Yes!
Are you kidding me? Now I gotta go watch this!
Not now, it's the Super Bowl.
Not now? Well, then when? Ugh!
Oh, you know when you should do that? Later.
Oh, later.
Yeah.
Well, when is later? During the ads?
Later.
During the Pepsi halftime show? I know! What if I spend my entire life waiting for later? Or what if later never comes?
You're taking this too far, Charlie.
Wait, what?
Charlie, relax. Super Bowl now, laundry later.
It's setting in!
Later tonight on The Masked Singer premiere.
Did you say later or tonight?
Do it later, man. Because tonight, The Masked Singer has its biggest reveal yet.
This is the most shocked I've ever been on this show.
Right after the Super Bowl on Fox.
The Daytona 500. This isn't just another race. It's a run at history. February 16th on Fox.
I'm free to hug my family. I'm free to start over. This is the greatest day of my life. My heart is just bursting with gratitude. I want to thank President Donald John Trump. Woo! Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Okay, these guys can't move the ball against us. Let's do the job on it, baby. Come on, Lenny. Pump it in there, baby. Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys. We keep scoring that pressure on, putting the coal in the fire. Yes, sir, boys. Woo!
The great Hank Stram, the Hall of Famer, the late great Hank Stram.
That never gets old, does it?
It just doesn't. And I got to know Hank early on in my life. He was my dad's radio broadcast partner on Monday Night Football on CBS Radio, and that was Hank.